Hi everyone, Rene Bastarache here with the American School of Hypnosis, and today I'd like to talk to you about the missing mental component from most hypnosis sessions. Before I do, I'd like to tell you a little joke that my friend Charles sent to me this week, and it's about a plane that was going to crash that had 4 passengers on it. Now the problem is the plane only had 3 parachutes. So the plane's starting to go down, and one of the passengers steps up. Gentleman says, "I'm a very intelligent neurosurgeon. The world needs me, so I have to live." He grabbed the parachute and jumped out. That left 3 people and 2 parachutes. Then another gentleman got up. He says, "I'm a very important scientist. I'm really intelligent and the world needs me." So he grabbed that parachute and jumped out. Now there were only 2 people left. One was a minister and the other was a little 8-year-old boy. The minister stands up and he goes, "Son, I've lived most of my life. I had a good life. You take the parachute and jump out." And the boy looked at the minister. He says, "We still have 2 parachutes. We can both jump out." And the minister says, "How can that be?" He says, "Because one of those really intelligent gentlemen grabbed my backpack and jumped out." So they were still safe. Anyways, the reason why I'm telling this story is I think a lot of times we get really full of ourselves as practitioners and hypnotherapists that we tend to think of the session as about us rather than about the client. I think it's very important to understand that you are not a healer. You are not doing anything to the client. So you're simply delivering suggestions. They are the ones that are healing themselves through their own belief system, through accepting suggestion and believing that they can do it. So the missing component or the missing mental component in most sessions is conviction. You need to be convinced that you can heal this client or that this client is going to stop smoking. What I see a lot of times is people that just go through the numbers and they don't seem to really care. They just do session after session after session. But just like a spiritual healer, for instance, a spiritual healer doesn't heal. What he does is he looks at his patient as if they're already healed, that there's nothing wrong with them. The belief has to get through. And especially when you're in hypnosis, those of you that understand about the brainwave states, the more relaxed you are, the deeper into the brainwave states you go, and the stronger the psychic connection gets. So if you don't believe your client can quit smoking, if you don't believe they can get better with whatever you're doing, they're going to pick that up. You need to be convinced that they're healed, that they're whole in your mind, and treat them that way when you're doing the session. Those of you that have been doing it, great. That's why I say it's the missing component in most sessions, because there's some of you that have been doing that understood that right from the beginning. Have conviction. When you're doing your hypnosis session, remember it's about them 100%. It's not about you, okay? You can be thankful if you help them after, but that's about as far as it goes. They are the ones that are healing themselves, and you are the mouthpiece. You are the deliverer of suggestions. Do the best you can. Believe in what you're doing. Look at your client already as healed or as successful in whatever they're doing, because remember, what the mind thinks becomes reality. Everything is a thought before reality. Things can't change unless there's a belief they can change. If you don't think you could ever heal, you're probably not going to. So you need to help your client to believe. Have that conviction, and now you're going to have the mental component to be successful. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.